On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples:
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Influence.
The ability to affect someone's or something's character, growth, or behavior, or the effect itself.
Examples:
Influence a child's future. Influence the daily life. The former emperor had a particular influence even after he abdicated.
Regardless.
Not paying attention or considering something or someone even if the situation is bad or there are difficulties.
Examples:
Regardless of the difficulties. Regardless tread. People can pick out superior products regardless of the quality of the advertising.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
Scrutiny.
Careful and detailed examination.
Examples:
Additional scrutiny. Public scrutiny. All products produced by our factory undergo rigorous scrutiny.
Sector.
A distinct part or division of something often used to refer to a segment of an economy or industry, an area or field of work or activity.
Examples:
Industrial sector. Private sector. The technology sector is constantly evolving and innovating.
Multinational.
Relating to or involving multiple countries or nationalities, having operations or business interests in multiple countries.
Examples:
Multinational enterprise. Multinational team. The multinational corporation has offices in over 30 countries.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Corporation.
A large company or group of companies that are controlled together by law as a single unit.
Examples:
A public corporation. Corporation assets. 4 companies were amalgamated into a single corporation.
Decision maker.
A person who makes important decisions, especially at a high level in an organization.
Examples:
Policy decision maker. Act as a decision maker. A wealth of information does not always have a positive impact on decision makers.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Sanction.
Official permission or approval for an action, especially an economic or political action by a government or international organization. A penalty or punishment imposed for breaking the law, rule, or agreement. Verb, to impose a penalty or punishment for breaking the law, rule, or agreement.
Examples:
Imperial sanction. Popular sanction. The government imposed economic sanctions on the country.
Secular.
Not connected with religious or spiritual matters, worldly.
Examples:
Secular trends. Normal secular life. The school was founded as a secular institution with no religious affiliations.
Gender.
The range of characteristics of femininity and masculinity and differentiating between them, especially when considering social and cultural differences rather than differences in biology.
Examples:
Gender-blind policies. Dual gender. Cultural norms strongly influence gender expectations.
Discriminate.
To treat a person or particular group of people worse or better than another, especially in an unfair way, to recognize or perceive the difference between people or things.
Examples:
Discriminate against women employees. Discriminate between different things. You should not discriminate against minorities.
Pickup.
A type of vehicle with an open-air cargo bed at the back used for transporting goods or equipment. The act of collecting or gathering someone or something from a particular location. A warrant to take someone into custody.
Examples:
Pickup truck. Pickup and delivery service. I'll be waiting for you in front of the cafe at 6 p.m., so be on time for our pickup.
Insert.
To put something inside something else.
Examples:
Insert coin. Insert a graphic. She inserted a new chapter into her manuscript.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Amendment.
The act or the process of changing something, especially a document or proposed new law.
Examples:
Constitutional amendment. Make an amendment to a contract. The opposition politicians jointly proposed an amendment to that law.
Exclude.
To deny someone or something enter to a place or taking part in an activity.
Examples:
Exclude a newcomer. Exclude all other possibilities. The cost for the trip excludes food and beverages.
Patriarchal.
Relating to or characteristic of a society or system in which men hold the dominant roles and positions of power, male-dominated.
Examples:
Patriarchal society. Patriarchal government. The patriarchal system that many societies have is outdated and unfair to women.
Orthodox.
Following or conforming to the traditional, normal, or commonly accepted beliefs, ideas, or activities of or relating to Judaism, of or relating to the Eastern Orthodox Church.
Examples:
An orthodox doctrine. Orthodox thought. He challenged the orthodox views on business.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Sibling.
A brother or sister, member of a family born to the same parents.
Examples:
Have a sibling quarrel. Play with my siblings. Children often copy their parents or elder siblings.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Virgin.
A person who has never had sex, adjective, being used or worked for the first time.
Examples:
Virgin material. Enter virgin territory. Within a few years, no virgin forests will remain.
Alcohol.
A clear liquid that can make people drunk and is used in medicines, cleaning products, etc.
Examples:
Stop drinking alcohol. Diluted alcohol. There is a clear association between alcohol consumption and cognitive decline.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
strict compliance regime, in strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Determinant:
a factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
environmental determinant, a determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Underwear:
clothes worn next to the skin under outer clothes.
Examples:
underwear clothing, men's underwear. I want to buy new winter underwear because mine have holes in them.
Don:
a Spanish gentleman, a university lecturer, especially a senior member of a college at Oxford or Cambridge.
Examples:
the Don of the university, Don Giovanni. He could never go against what Don Carlos said.
Church:
a building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
church bell, small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Babysitter:
a person hired to look after a child or children while the parents are away or occupied, someone who provides temporary care and supervision for children in the absence of their parents or guardians.
Examples:
need a trustworthy babysitter, experienced babysitter. Our regular babysitter was sick, so we had to find a replacement at the last minute.
Proselytize:
to try to convert someone to a new belief or opinion, typically a religious or political one, to advocate or spread a particular doctrine or ideology.
Examples:
proselytize beliefs, proselytize religion. Some missionaries attempt to proselytize their faith to those who are not interested.
Sin:
the offense against a religious or moral law or against God.
Examples:
forgive a sin, sin of omission. Some overzealous environmentalists claim celebrities are committing carbon dioxide sins.
Terrify:
to frighten someone very much.
Examples:
terrify people, the threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Gay:
homosexual, happy, carefree.
Examples:
gay couple, gay rights. The Gay Pride Parade was a celebration of diversity and acceptance.
Instantaneous:
Occurring or happening immediately or without delay, taking place in an instant or moment.
Examples:
instantaneous reaction, instantaneous message. The new software provides instantaneous results, making it much more efficient than the previous version.
Mutual.
Common to or shared by two or more parties.
Examples:
share of a mutual fund. Mutual efforts. They cooperated for their mutual benefit.
Aid.
Things sent to help countries in need, notably food or money, support.
Examples:
financial aid. Country-by-country aid programs. Pakistan's aid budget was still being reviewed.
Certainty.
The state of being certain.
Examples:
scientific certainty. Reach certainty about the theory. Through investigation, his suspicions hardened into certainty.
Clarity.
The quality of being coherent and understandable, the quality of transparency or purity.
Examples:
lack of clarity. Sake of clarity. The publisher will proofread most of this manuscript for clarity.
Spiritual.
Relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things.
Examples:
constant spiritual striving. Spiritual leader. The meditation class was focused on finding inner peace and cultivating a more spiritual connection with the universe.
Priest.
A person who performs religious duties and ceremonies, especially in the Christian faith.
Examples:
priest in clerical garb. Faithful priest. He was ordained as a priest in the Catholic Church.
Discrepancy.
A lack of consistency or agreement between two or more facts, figures, or sets of information, a disagreement, inconsistency, or divergence.
Examples:
significant discrepancy. A discrepancy in the report. There is a discrepancy between the study's findings and the collected data.
Disciplinary.
Of or relating to the punishment of people who break the rules, of or relating to a specific field of academic study.
Examples:
disciplinary action. Take disciplinary measures. The school's disciplinary committee met to discuss the students' behavior.
Council.
A group of people who have been elected or appointed to make decisions or give advice on a particular subject or in a particular place.
Examples:
other council members. City council election. The city council voted to approve the new development project.
Contradiction.
The assertion of the opposite of what has been said, opposition, denial.
Examples:
Contradiction of capitalism. Apparent contradiction. His statement was filled with contradictions that made it difficult to take seriously.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Podcast.
A radio program made available in digital format that you can download from the internet and play on a computer or music player.
Examples:
Football podcast. Listen to a podcast. Our podcast was the most downloaded in the technology news genre this year.
Unequal.
Different in amount, size, degree, or value, not fair.
Examples:
Unequal distribution. Unequal opportunity. The income inequality in the country is becoming increasingly unequal.
Advocacy.
The act of supporting or promoting a particular cause or point of view, often through public campaigning or lobbying.
Examples:
Advocacy group. Consumer advocacy group. The group engages in advocacy through lobbying and campaigning for policy changes.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Pants.
An item of clothing that covers the lower part of the body and each leg separately, typically with a waistband and two legs.
Examples:
Woolly pants. Pajama pants. I always wear pants when I go outside, even in the summer.
Attend.
To be present at an event, to go to a place.
Examples:
Attend a meeting. Attend service. We must attend to this matter.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Threat.
A strong indication or likelihood of harm, danger, or adverse consequences. An expression of intent to inflict harm or injury on someone or something, often made as a means of coercion or intimidation.
Examples:
Economic threat. Environmental threat. The threat of severe weather prompted the city to issue an evacuation warning.
Excommunicate.
To officially exclude someone from membership in a church or religious community. To expel or banish someone from a group or society.
Examples:
Excommunicate the priest from the church. Excommunicate a sinner. The church leaders decided to excommunicate the member who had committed a serious offense.
Reject.
To refuse to accept, consider, or use something or someone.
Examples:
Reject the proposal. Reject all imperfect merchandise. The company rejected the job candidate's application due to a lack of experience.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Utterly.
Completely or absolutely.
Examples:
Utterly changed. Utterly ignorant. We are utterly opposed to any form of terrorism.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Vitriolic.
Bitter, acidic, or harsh in tone or language, expressing intense and vehement hatred or criticism, pertains to or derived from vitriol, equals an archaic name for certain sulfates, initially used to describe sulfuric acid.
Examples:
Vitriolic assault. Vitriolic discussion. Her vitriolic remarks caused much tension in the workplace.
Vehement.
Showing strong, intense, or passionate feelings or conviction, marked by forceful energy or enthusiasm.
Examples:
Vehement protest. Vehement criticism. She expressed her vehement opposition to the proposed changes in the company's policies.
Hostility.
Aggressive or unfriendly feelings or behavior.
Examples:
An act of hostility. Bitter hostility. Her unconcealed hostility made us unpleasant.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples:
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Crazy.
Stupid or not sensible, very angry.
Examples:
Crazy about cars and racing. A crazy scheme. The rain and thunder are crazy today.
Homophobia.
A strong fear, aversion, or hostility towards people who are homosexual or towards homosexuality itself. Discrimination or prejudice against lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning LGBTQ individuals based on their sexual orientation or gender identity.
Examples:
Homophobia awareness. Homophobia in sports. The politician's remarks about same-sex marriage revealed his deep-seated homophobia.
Extremist.
A person who holds extreme political or religious views and who is willing to use violent or illegal methods to promote those views.
Examples:
Extremist political views. Radical extremist. The extremist group planned a series of violent attacks to push its agenda.
Breed.
To keep animals for producing offspring in a regulated manner.
Examples:
Breed horses. Breed suspicion. This animal breeds in northern latitudes.
Argument.
A set of statements or reasons used to support or refute a proposition or theory, a verbal or physical fight or dispute.
Examples:
A blazing argument. The argument against capital punishment. The argument between the two sides over the proposed policy was heated.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Criticism.
The act of analyzing, evaluating, or judging something, especially literary or artistic work, to find fault with it or to offer suggestions for improvement, the expression of disapproval or censure.
Examples:
Criticism from the public. Harsh criticism. Constructive criticism is always helpful to help improving one's work. A
Bristle.
stiff, short hair on a mammal's skin or a natural or artificial brush, a stiff, sharp point on a plant such as a thorn or a prickle. Verb, to react defensively to something, to stand up stiffly and be rigid.
Examples:
Bristle brush. Bristle with anger. The dog's bristle on its back stood up as it growled at the mailman.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Damage.
To harm or cause injury to something or someone, often resulting in decreased value or functionality. To impair or negatively affect something, such as a reputation or relationship. Noun, harm or injury that is caused to a person, thing, or entity.
Examples:
Damage a relationship. Damage assessment. During the surgery, the doctor had to be extremely cautious not to damage a blood vessel.
Tightrope.
A rope or wire stretched tightly between 2 points, on which acrobats, tightrope walkers, etc., perform a risky or precarious situation that requires one to balance carefully to avoid falling or failure.
Examples:
Tightrope performer. Tightrope act. The tightrope walker balanced precariously above the crowd.
Intelligent.
Having the capacity for thought and reason, especially to a high degree.
Examples:
An intelligent person. Intelligent assisting system. Intelligent robots that can cooperate with humans have limited motor output for safety.
Perspective.
A certain attitude towards something, a particular style of thinking about something.
Examples:
A perspective view. Perspective of the battle. His father's death changed his whole perspective on life.
Ritual.
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Sleeve.
A part of a garment that covers all or part of an arm.
Examples:
A wide sleeve. Sleeve length. He rolled up his sleeves to get ready to work.
Eternal.
Being without beginning or end, lasting forever.
Examples:
The hope of eternal life. Eternal quarreling. In every civilization, rulers have tried everything possible to obtain eternal life.
Tragic.
Causing great sadness or suffering, very unfortunate.
Examples:
tragic love stories, tragic death. The tragic events of the war left many families torn apart.
Accident:
an unfortunate event, especially one causing damage or injury.
Examples:
cause an accident, injury in a car accident. The accident partially destroyed my vehicle.
Fashion:
a style that is popular at a particular time or place, the state of being popular.
Examples:
go out of fashion, new fashion trends. That style is no longer in fashion.
Mindset:
the established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples:
flexible mindset, the mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Invalid:
not legally or officially recognized or acceptable. Verb, to remove someone from active duty. Noun, a person who is weakened or disabled by illness or injury.
Examples:
an invalid's frail body, invalid argument. The former president insisted that the election was invalid.
Defensive:
used or intended to protect someone or something against attack or aggression.
Examples:
assume the defensive, defensive weapons. Boxing fans often criticize his defensive stance.
Shell:
hard outer covering or case of eggs, nuts, some seeds, and some animals.
Examples:
an egg shell, a mollusk shell. The outermost electron shell determines the chemical properties of an atom.
Unbelief:
a lack or absence of belief, typically in regard to religion or certain doctrines or ideas, skepticism or doubt.
Examples:
strong unbelief, moment of unbelief. His unbelief in supernatural phenomena led to conflicts with his religious family.
Boundary:
a real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
geographical boundary, the boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Atheist:
a person who does not believe in the existence of a god or gods.
Examples:
atheist community, professed atheist. She was an atheist and did not believe in any form of religion.
Sabbatical:
a period of leave granted to a person for rest, travel, or other pursuits, often in academia or other professions.
Examples:
sabbatical leave, sabbatical year. After 10 years of teaching, she took a sabbatical to travel the world.
Leak.
To allow liquid or gas to get in or out from a hole or crack in a pipe or container.
Examples:
leak data, leak a classified memo. He leaked serious accounting irregularities that only people in the company's executive could know.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
health policy, foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Violent.
Involving or caused by physical force or aggression against someone or something.
Examples:
victim of a violent crime, violent incident. The protesters became violent when the police tried to disperse them.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
a military operation, a military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Fiscal.
Relating to government revenue and expenditures, relating to financial matters.
Examples:
fiscal policy, fiscal year. The government is facing a fiscal crisis due to high levels of debt.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
cult members, cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Prop.
A piece of wood, metal, etc., placed beneath or against something to support it or keep it in position, a system, institution, or person that gives help or support to someone or something.
Examples:
emotional prop, prop stick. We have finally lost our last prop.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
historic accomplishment, achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Opposition.
The act of disagreeing or resisting, the state of strong disagreement.
Examples:
opposition campaign, meet with opposition. The opposition party strongly disagreed with the government's proposed legislation.
Constitution.
The set of fundamental principles or established precedents that a state, a country, or an organization is governed by, the act of forming or establishing something.
Examples:
The national constitution. The national constitution. When the Constitution is amended, it often creates a great deal of controversy throughout the country.
Inequality.
The unfairness of a society in which some people have more opportunity, money, etc. than others. Mathematics, relation between two values when they are different.
Examples:
Inequality in salary. Algebraic inequality. There are several causes of economic inequality within societies.
Default.
To fail to fulfill an obligation or pay a debt when it is due, to fail to meet expectations or perform as required, to choose or accept a predetermined option or condition without making a deliberate selection or choice. Noun, the preset or automatic settings that a system or program uses when the user has selected no other options.
Examples:
Default settings. Default on the mortgage. If you don't specify a different option, the computer will default to its original settings.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Morality.
Principles of right and evil or good and bad behavior.
Examples:
Business morality. Sense of morality. She found fault with the morality of politicians.
Norm.
Something that is regarded as usual, typical, or standard.
Examples:
Norm of action. Cultural norm. The systems we have developed has accepted as industry norms.
Subjugate.
To bring under control, to conquer, to make subservient to one's authority.
Examples:
Subjugate the enemy. Subjugate my ego. The conqueror sought to subjugate the defeated country.
Empower.
To give someone the power or authority to do something.
Examples:
Empower my life. Empower the secretary to do the same. The company empowered employees to buy low-price items without approval to achieve efficient purchasing.
Exploit.
To make full use of and gain an advantage from resources, opportunities, etc.
Examples:
Exploit a security hole. Exploit a valuable opportunity. We exploit our mining resources to strengthen our national power.
Comfort.
A state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint.
Examples:
Words of comfort. Comfort level. He found comfort in the warm embrace of his loved ones.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples:
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical, a small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Ethical.
Of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples:
An ethical doctrine. Shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Dismiss.
To regard something or someone as not important and not worth considering. To terminate someone's employment.
Examples:
Dismiss a person from the office. Dismiss a matter with a laugh. The committee has decided to dismiss the president from the post.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples:
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Oversee.
To watch and direct someone or something to make sure that it is being done correctly.
Examples:
Oversee the process. Properly oversee the staff. A committee was appointed to oversee a huge budget.
Perception.
A belief, opinion, or image you have based on how you regard, understand, or interpret something, the ability to see, hear, or notice something through the senses.
Examples:
Keen perception. Perception of a stimulus. He is a man admired for the depth of his perception.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Despise.
To feel strong dislike or contempt for someone or something, often because of a perceived fault or failing. To have a low or unfavorable opinion of something.
Examples:
Despise a particular food. Secretly despise. I despise injustice and those who perpetrate it.
Conservative.
Holding traditional views and values and opposed to change or innovation.
Examples:
A conservative society. Conservative about production. He always makes a conservative estimation when predicting future sales.
Utter.
Complete, total, or absolute, said, done, or experienced without any exceptions or qualifications, spoken aloud or enunciated very clearly and distinctly. Verb, to speak or articulate words, sounds, or a voice.
Examples:
Utter nonsense. Utter a big sigh. The utter chaos of the concert crowd made it seem like a wild animal was in the room.
Niece.
A daughter of one's sibling, brother-in-law, or sister-in-law.
Examples:
A bouncing niece. Play with her niece. My niece is a talented artist who has won several awards for her drawings.
Inherit.
To receive money, property, or a title from someone after they have died.
Examples:
Inherit estate. Inherit ancestral property. After his death, his sons inherited his business.
Escort.
A person or group of people accompanying someone for protection, guidance, or courtesy, a companion or attendant, a service or a person providing a service for accompanying someone or something to or from a destination.
Examples:
Escort for VIPs. Personal escort. An escort of bodyguards surrounded the celebrity to keep fans safe.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Reproductive.
Connected with the process of reproduction, relating to reproducing babies, young animals, or plants.
Examples:
Reproductive ability. During reproductive period. This documentary deals with the reproductive biology of the buffalo.
Healthcare.
The organized activity or business of preserving mental and physical health by preventing or treating illness through services offered by the health profession.
Examples:
Healthcare agency. Rising healthcare cost. In an aging population, citizens must pay more to maintain quality healthcare.
Reclaim.
To take back something previously lost, given, or paid, or ask to have it back.
Examples:
Reclaim a competitive position. Reclaim land from the sea. You may be entitled to reclaim some tax.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
Cooperation.
The act or situation of working together with someone towards a shared purpose, benefit, etc.
Examples:
Cooperation with strategic partners. Thoroughgoing cooperation. The cooperation between businesses and universities created this groundbreaking product.
Bravery.
Courage in the face of danger.
Examples:
Bravery against the enemy. Bravery under fire. His bravery in the face of danger saved the lives of his comrades.
Synagogue.
Also shul, a Jewish house of worship, typically consisting of a hall for prayer and study and often containing a sanctuary, a social hall, and a collection of administrative offices.
Examples:
Reconstructed synagogue. Historical synagogue. We attended services at the local synagogue during the high holidays.
Mosque.
A Muslim place of worship that usually has a minaret equals slender tower with balconies.
Examples:
Domed mosque. The sacred mosque. Jumeirah Mosque is one of the most beautiful buildings in the United Arab Emirates.
Shrine.
A place considered holy because of its association with a deity or a sacred person or relic, or because it is a place of pilgrimage or worship.
Examples:
Shrine temple. Religious shrine. The holy shrine to the local saint was a popular place for pilgrims to visit.